everybody, and a warm welcome to my channel, Tarot by Izabela. I am very happy to see you here today, and I hope you all doing fine. Today's video will be an update video for the country of Canada. And to do this video, as usual, I'm gonna use my crystal ball, tarot cards, oracle cards, and some dice. And before we begin, I must thank you all, you wonderful viewers, for all of your support to this channel. I am extremely grateful for all of your mails, your sharing, your comments, your caring, coffees, everything that you do really helps a lot, and it gives so much strength and inspiration to continue doing more videos. So a big hug to all of you. What's more about today's video? Well, in front of me I have a map of Canada, and that is to easier pinpoint out if I see any events happening in the country, pinpoint out where the events may occur. And I have to point out that this is a prediction channel, this is not a news channel. Predictions are predictions. I cannot guarantee 100% that they will come true, but if I see, feel, taste or hear something very strongly, it has a bigger possibility to occur. And time frames are always difficult to predict on. Sometimes I may receive a time frame. It could be a season or a month or even a day. But time frames are very difficult to predict on because time is not linear. It is more fluent and more event-based. But if something comes very strongly to me, it has a bigger possibility to occur. Regarding time frames, yes, especially on the update videos, many things may occur within months, a year, 2, maybe 3. It depends on what it is. So don't get discouraged if I say something and it doesn't occur the next day or the next week. If it's a big event including a lot of people and a lot of other key points happening, it may take a little bit longer to occur, okay? So don't get too stuck on the time frames, please. And time goes very quickly nowadays, so it may seem that something takes too long, but everything has its own divine planning. Well, let's start then. I will use my crystal ball. I have to concentrate for a few moments on my crystal ball. And for those who are new to the channel, when I use the crystal ball and concentrate for a few moments on the crystal ball, then I put on my glasses. And the glasses are not to see better. It's more like a symbolic on-off button. Now, when I put them on, now it's time to see. Because you cannot be connected to a prediction channel or a scrying channel, esoteric one, all the time. You would go crazy. So for me, I put them on and now it's time to see. So it's not that I need them, but it's more like a symbolic on-off button. And when I look in the crystal ball, well, the crystal ball in itself is more like a transmitter. It gathers energy that is all around us and transmits it further to me. And I can receive through my 5 senses something I see, could be pictures, short movie clips, something symbolical. It could be something I hear, feel, taste, or smell. And whatever that comes to me, I will say it further to you. And after I have looked in the crystal ball, I will take some cards on Canada to see if the cards will confirm what the crystal ball had to say, or if they have something more to add. Okay, so now let's start. For the update Canada. So please give me a few seconds and soon we begin. For Canada. Glasses on and let's see if we can find something. In the northern parts of Canada, there could be border to Alaska. There could even be some earthquakes coming in before winter, before the snow falls. This is quite fun. I see a symbolic UFO, like a flying saucer. And it will be a lot of UFO sightings all over Canada, mostly in the northwest parts. Over lake areas, big lake areas. And I see many tribes of indigenous people in Canada. They will have some gatherings on many places. And it's like they are not planned since long time ago. It's some kind of spontaneous big gatherings. And it is like their elders or their shamans will receive knowledge or information regarding the times we live in, the current times. And somehow they need to pass that information further to their people so their people can pass the information further to the people of Canada. And I get a strong feeling that Canada will split into two parts. One part that don't agree with the current leader of Canada, and the other part where 50% agree and 50 don't. So there is some turbulent times coming in the political area for Canada, and it seems like that will begin this year. And the current leader of Canada, I see symbolically, his hands covered with dirt. His pockets are filled with dirt. And symbolically, I see the whole person extremely dirty. He can take as many showers as he wants. He still will be dirty. He cannot wash away all that his all of those things he has been involved with and had stained him all over, inside and outside. His connection to a very well-known criminal or criminals, plurals, will come up this year. It's like the current leader of Canada, he's monitorized. He may think that he can go around and do whatever he wants, but he's under surveillance. And I see him in connection with many strange, many dirty people, criminals on high position. And this will come out in the mainstream. It will shock a lot of people, but a lot of people not. Because whatever happened to those that try to protest against draconian rules 5-6 years ago, the trucker movement, how they were treated, how their bank accounts was shut down, and how horribly in big injustice was made by his previous minister. But they are all from the same school, from the same class, from the same family. And if the current leader had been a leader like 6 years ago, the same thing or even worse things would have happened. And somehow his true intentions will come up to the surface more and more in this year. And I see, could be military, could be special ops of some kind. Taking current prime minister out from his office due to all the dirt he has been rolling in. Three big trafficking rings of little ones, but also of other victims, female, women and men, will be discovered in Canada. And those victims are smuggled in through airplanes, boats, or other means. And that will also be revealed to the horrors of many. But those victims, they will be saved from a gruesome future. I see new big protests coming in every big city in Canada. I see protests from east to west in Vancouver, in Ottawa, in all the main big cities. Yes. In the town of Churchill, that is looking out over the water, Hudson Bay, I see very strange phenomena happening in that water, Hudson Bay. Strange waves, strange colors, strange happenings. And I see it when it's no snow. So it could be before winter this year or after the winter next year. Somewhere could be in the Wood Buffalo National Park or somewhere in that area. Yellowknife, Great Slave Lake, Lake Athabasca, Fort McMurray. Somewhere around there, I see a lot of eagles from nowhere. It's like a reunion of eagles. Very strange. Hundreds and hundreds of eagles. And people will be, oh my God, what is going on here? It's a mighty sight. The eagles in themselves will be some kind of sign that Mother Nature is awake, that Mother Nature now will start to fight back against this evil energy that possesses every nation, including Canada, all over our world. And somehow this big reunion or gathering of eagles will have something to do with that gathering of the indigenous people. They are connected somehow. I see big protests coming up in Vancouver. Extremely big protest. And that is due to the treatment that was pushed on many. And many of those that were giving that toxic treatment 5, 6 years ago, I see their offices closed. I see them not working anymore. It's like the people will demand hemp necklaces to all of them. Some strange findings in small wood reservoir. Something they will find in the earth. Could be a mineral, could be something in the earth that will amaze a lot of people. It's quite valuable. Small wood reservoir around there. And I see a meteorite flying over Canada and falling down, a big piece of space rock. This is not an UFO, it's big space rock. And it would be a lot of talk. Oh, is it a UFO? No, it's not. This one is not an UFO, it's a space rock. And it will fall down with a big bang. I don't see any people hurt or any big devastation, but the sound and the sight of it is quite spectacular. In some area, there could be almost like an invasion of rabbits because I see rabbits everywhere. And yeah, well, the foxes and the wolves will have a lot of food, but it's too much rabbits. Even if many of those rabbits will not survive the winter, but still, I see rabbits everywhere. And there will be some extremely strong and powerful aurora borealis over Canada. Yeah, very beautiful. People will have never seen this kind of colors, strong colors. Even in daylight, people will see them. Very, very beautiful. And it will be seen down to the south of Canada. They will try, the crazy politicians in Canada, to send Canadian youth into the country U to fight against country R. They will really push it, almost make it mandatory. But I see there will be a huge resistance of that. Because Canada, as all the countries in the world, they have their own big problems to solve. They don't need to sacrifice their youth on the war god's altar, warmongering politicians' wishes. So there will be a lot of protest. And remember, Gary and I, we did a video not long time ago about the word no. And I see the word no echo very strongly across every city, every forest, every province in Canada. What can a few politicians do against millions of no? Nothing, nothing, absolutely nothing. There will be a meeting between President Trump and the so-called leader of Canada, a very serious discussion. And that meeting will be, it's like before the leader of Canada gets taken down. It's like, I don't know if President Trump is involved with this, I cannot say, but some information, it's like, or you get clean or you get down. And the Canadian leader wants to continue to roll in dirt. So, yeah, goes how it goes. During a period of time, there will be a big crisis with medical personnel, since a lot of people will be relieved of their duties due to malpractice in medicine. Yeah. Some big changes are coming, that is for sure. The coming year and a half for Canada could be quite turbulent in politics, in the social area, economics, everywhere. Yeah, people could be feeling quite lost. As we said in some earlier videos, all governments will fall and be replaced by honest leadership for a period of time before the people can take over. And I see a lot of people in, dressed like judges or military or police enforcement being relieved their services due to malconduct, abusing the citizens, and so on. And of course, big crimes or hiding crimes. I see a big sleeper cell of terrorists, none of them from the country you, but also other countries. It's like they are working together to try to make some problems for people of Canada. So they will be in fear and not cry out a big no against the tyrannic rules. By doing acts that cause fear and desperation, people will be concentrated on that and not protesting against the current regime. So for the people of Canada, you also have to be a little bit careful and not fall into that fear cycle or fear hypnosis they want to put on you. But it doesn't matter what they do, it will not last forever because their time is coming. Those evil doers are not here for so much long. Yeah. A lot of albino animals will be seen or born. Albino bears, albino wolves, albino moose, albino deers, all kinds. A lot of sightings of albino wildlife. And that will also be a sign that should be taken quite serious, that a new time is coming, a better time, a rebirth of a nation. And there will be another heat wave over Canada, period of a couple of weeks of cooler, and then another heat wave. And it seems like there is a big weather modification station somewhere in Canada, and I see it being blown up. Yeah, and that could cause some kind of strange weather when that is blown away during a period of time before the weather stabilizes itself. Now, I want to take some cards for Canada. Let's take these ones. It would not surprise me if Canada will have a general strike. No need of a trucker movement. More than 50-60% of the population will not go to work, will not pay, will not do anything. And that strike will only last maximum 1 week. And then big changes for the better will come. And some oracle cards. Let's take some of those. And finally, some. Okay, and the cards and dice, they look like this. Let's see what we got here for Canada. In the tarot cards, we have 10 of coins, 5 of wands, the hanging man, 7 of coins, and 8 of swords. On the oracle cards, we have unassuming, a little mouse. The mouse teaches that small details matters. Pay attention to the little things, for they hold the key to the bigger solutions. A door. Wealthy man. Hope. Big water. And a letter. On the dice, we got candy, a lock, waste, a person pointing in one direction, and fortune. Well, the Canadian people have really been locked down, not been able to see, a lot of Canadian people, the whole picture. And it has stressed a lot of people not being able to really say and do things that are their human right to do. And a lot of people think, oh, I'm just one person, what can I do? And the little mouse, many little mice can really, at the end, make a big change. There will be big rewards waiting for people that want to gather. And once you notice that you are not alone and there are millions of other little mice who want to work together with you, then you can move mountains. It will be a period of time that will be quite stressful for many. See, Alice, come. Come down. It was long a time ago since Algie visit. So here he is, my little black kitty cat. Lately they didn't want to join the readings. Maybe this time. He was circulating around the table like he wanted to yeah, be here with us. What's more? Yeah. And the wealthy elite, their waste, their spending money left and right that really should have gone to the people will also be in focus. And they will not be able to run away with stupid explanations. I thought I had my glasses on. Here they are. Hope. And it seems like hope will return to the country. People will be able to point, oh, there are the changes for the better. So changes for the better are coming. Even though many people have lost hope. Oh, well, that's another, nothing burger. Another news that promised that something will happen and nothing happens. And a lot of those people that have been, their hope or their spirit has been crushed down by events, horrible events in Canada, will regain their hope again and be able to talk about a beautiful future for Canada and its citizens. Now, let's take some last cards for Canada. Some last cards. Those fell out. Let's take those. And finally some dice. And the last cards, they look like this. Let's see what we got here as last cards. In the tarot cards, we have Nine of Cups, Knight of Coins, and Knight of Cups. On the Oracle cards, we have a black cat, the door again, unexpected income, ox. The ox represents determination and hard work. Stay the course with patience. Your consistent effort is building something of great value, and that is steadfast. On the dice, we have an alarm clock going off, a snake, and candy. There is some kind of, I would say, symbolical, interdimensional door that will open. Or people will be able to access information that has been locked down. Also, we humans have been locked down with our abilities, psychic abilities. And it seems like somehow the cat and the door represents that the door will be open and abilities that are a little bit supernatural will pour over Canada. A lot of people could begin to see things, feel things more than I ever had before. Very strange. Like the gut feeling, the intuition will become so much stronger. But also the animals could be domestic animals, house, cats, dogs, sheep, cows, whatever domestic animals will also show total different kind of behavior that is not usual, not aggressive, but very strange behavior. A big exposure of a lot of snakes will come in Canada. We have snake, knight of coins, and unexpected income. And that is people different, could be governmental positions, political positions, positions in law and order, positions in the medical branch, how they have received unexpected, unauthorized, dirty income. Could be from big companies or somewhere else. And a big exposure of a huge corruption that has been going on. Thousands and thousands of people in Canada will be exposed. And the normal Canadian person are very hardworking, very resilient. They love their countries, they love their nature. They really wish everyone well. And rewards will come to you. Just don't give up. Don't give up yet. Continue to be steadfast, be strong in your conviction that better times are coming, because better times will come, Canada, but a big, deep cleanse is needed before that time, and that cleanse will come before better times. Well, that was my update video for the country of Canada. And to all of you beautiful, wonderful, strong, and passionate Canadian people, I want to just say, be strong, stay together, don't give up yet. Better times are coming, and no is the answer to many sufferings, and the word no can also speed up for the better times to come. Well, that was everything for today, and I want to thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye bye.